You don't need a groundbreaking, revolutionary idea to make your first $100,000. In fact, trying to invent something entirely new is usually the hardest path. The most reliable way to build a successful business is to find the patterns that are already working and make them your own. These proven patterns generally fall into three distinct pillars: the middleman, the creator, or the curator. The absolute lowest barrier entry points into these pillars are eBay reselling and short-form content strategy. You don't need upfront capital. You only need your smartphone and a few unused items. Getting started with these zero-cost models allows you to build your foundational business intuition, test what the market responds to, and figure out the mechanics of making a sale without taking on any financial risk. At this first level, your entire focus is on learning two core skills: identifying specific, high-demand physical niches for physical products, and analyzing audience retention hooks to see what keeps people watching a video. The launch sequence is identical. Audit your assets, select a specific niche, and launch your first test to gather data. For physical items, you track profit margins. For digital, you analyze retention curves to see when viewers scroll away. Seeing those first few dollars hit your account or watching a view count spike from a video you posted proves you can generate traction out of thin air. That initial psychological trigger provides the momentum you need to pursue higher income skills. Mastering these baseline metrics allows you to pivot into specialized services. Understanding why a viewer stops scrolling on a TikTok hook is the core requirement for professional video editing. Similarly, identifying which visual cues drive a sale in a specific eBay niche provides the data needed to design brand identities that move the needle for larger companies. You start by mastering the basic functions of your software. First, cutting clips, next, adjusting the pacing, then adding the right music. Avoid wasting time on complex effects. Then you build a small portfolio using spec work, which gives you the proof you need to start pitching medium-sized brands. Hitting $10,000 a month is straightforward. At $2,500 for a brand package, you only need 4 clients monthly. Clients justify this because professional assets act as a direct lever, increasing their conversion rates and bottom line. Hitting $10,000 a month as a solo freelancer is incredibly rewarding, but it maxes out your schedule. You can only take on so many clients before you run out of hours in the day, forcing you to evolve the way you operate. This brings us to scalable systems like brand deal flipping and branded dropshipping. Here, you step away from manual labor. Instead, you become the bridge connecting creators and products directly to brands and customers. Here's the math for the brand deal model. Connecting one brand with 5 influencers for $7,000 deals, taking a 30% cut, nets you over $10,000 in profit without creating content yourself. Branded dropshipping applies the exact same logic. By building trust around a higher ticket product and maintaining a $25 profit margin, you only need 14 sales a day to hit that $10,000 monthly milestone. True financial leverage happens when your monthly revenue is generated by the business systems you've built, rather than the personal labor hours you clock in. Take a moment right now. Pause the video, choose one of the models we've covered, and calculate the exact number of daily sales or monthly clients you need to reach $10,000. Write that specific target down. Mapping out that specific daily or weekly target completely removes the emotional overwhelm. It turns the daunting task of scaling a business into a highly predictable, mechanical process. Generating $10,000 a month is a great milestone, but it loses its value if that capital isn't preserved and put to work. That is why the final, non-negotiable step is investing. You use technical analysis to filter the profits from your active hustles into passive vehicles, like index funds and fractional shares. Once invested, it creates an autonomous cycle. The passive income compounding, completely detaching your income generation from your day-to-day active work. Investing is the ultimate endpoint for every entrepreneur. It is the specific mechanism that detaches your income from your time, allowing your business profits to grow independently through market compounding. This chart shows your entire tactical matrix for all 7 pathways. You have the hustle name, the core skill required, your immediate first launch step, and the exact math needed to reach $10,000 a month. The pattern for success is identical across the board. You learn a single core skill, launch your first test with zero overhead, map out your daily math, and eventually transition into a scalable agency model. The architectural blueprint is now completely mapped out in front of you. The only remaining variable between where you are now and a $10,000 monthly income is your execution.